This is the Tier 5 British Collector Medium, the A25 Harry Hopkins, a vehicle that Wargaming is giving away for free in a draw. Throughout the course of Season 4, Wargaming has been hosting little mini events to where you can earn antennas throughout those events in order to gain access towards this draw. And for those of you that are unaware of what it looks like this. So, what comes included in the draw? It comes with some blueprints right here to where if you get all 4 of them, then you can exchange them for the gold antenna. And you can exchange that for 1,000 gold. You also get screens, some free upgrades, including an emoji pack, some sandbox containers, ×10 certificates, and the end of season container along with that, including the vehicle itself. So, in terms of the stats of the A25 Harry Hopkins, you can see that the front of its turret is upwards of 70, and the front of its hull is upwards of 80. Going back over towards the armor profile of the vehicle, there's a ton of weak spots. It's not like anything that's going to be insane armor profile-wise, as the turret is upwards of 71, the full-on upper infrastructure is upwards of 94 to 95, and when using gun depression, makes a little bit of a slight difference for these little cheeks right here, as they are now auto ricochets, upwards of 126 to 124. Even when running premium ammo with calibrated shells, surprisingly enough, these cheeks are still visible. I don't really know if that's actually the case when you're actually in-game, but we'll just have to hope and see. Anyways, making our way towards the side of the vehicle. The side of the turret is only 59 millimeters thick, and the full-on side is 58 as well. And then the rear, 52 on the full-on engine deck, and the 89 on the back of the turret. And once we go back into here and take a look at the rest of the stats of the vehicle, this vehicle has a 3-shell magazine with a 1-second interclip between shells and a full magazine reload of 8.69, combined with 1,347 damage per minute. And then for the average pen, 130 on the standard, 176 on the premium, and 16 on the high explosive. And then for the average damage, 80 on the standard, 70 on the premium, and 100 on the high explosive. And then for the aiming time of 3.3 seconds, combined with 0.289 bits of dispersion. And then finally, maneuverability-wise, the tank goes at a top speed of 48 with a reverse of 16 and a pretty reasonable power to weight of 19.2 along with that. This vehicle is in the shape of that of an ALECTO, but it is brought up a tier and it has a turret. And it has a magazine auto reloader compared to the ALECTO, which has a hard-hitting gun. So let us go ahead and demonstrate what this gun is capable of doing in terms of the individual playstyle of this tank. So let's see what they got in terms of their mediums. Looks like they have a 40 TP, they have a T-34-85, a Leopard 1. Let's see if we can get as much support as possible coming along with us over to the right side of the map. I don't think that happens to be the case, unfortunately enough. So what I'm hoping to do is just to kind of plant myself right along here and wait for some of these enemies to expose themselves out in the open. Unless if my PZ wants to come on in. Oh, we got a PZ-54 off in the back. There's 2 shells for 150, and we did end up trading him at that, which is actually kind of crazy. Alright, we're going to reload the clip once again. Let's go ahead and get 1 shell into him. Let's get 2 shells, and let's get 3. There's 248 hit points brought back out of his vehicle. When you're able to dump all 3 of your shells, this vehicle hits necessarily hard. Upwards of about 200 and, I think, 10 average damage, considering that it's only 70 for the original alpha. So there's 1, there's 2, and there is 3, and there is another 233 damage brought out of the T-34-85. All right, we are actually in a fairly solid spot at the moment, so let's go ahead and mosey on up through over here. Maybe we can get some taps into the T-34-85 once again. We got 1, we got 2, and we got 3 for another 200 damage brought out of his vehicle. All right, so let's go ahead and back on up right over here. I don't want to get hit by that dreadnought, as that thing is an extremely deadly target. But there's 1. Unfortunately, not able to get the second one, and the Leopard is going to make an aggressive poke, and there is an extra 75 brought out of his vehicle. PC, thankfully, gets the clear into him. We also got the dreadnought moseying on through. Let's go ahead and get 1. Let's get a second, and let's get a third for another 248 damage. That is where the pretty solid alpha comes through when you're able to hit all 3 of your shells with this vehicle. So there's 1, there's 2, and let's guarantee the 3rd shell out, which is good. All right, let's back on up. Honestly, don't care if he hits me. So he does get finished off. We also got the T-34, and wow, my gun didn't reload at the very last bit, but that's totally fine. It just goes to show that since this vehicle has no armor, well, at that, its gun, on the other hand, is actually fairly solid. But surprisingly enough, we did win this on base cap. I do not know why. It is actually really rat in terms of trying to win on base cap, because why the frick is that even a thing? That's something I'm a little confused about. But hey, 1507, we were able to assist 328 damage at that and do top on the team while at that. So let's go ahead and get into game number 2 then. So, considering the fact that this is another free vehicle that Wargaming has decided to give out, as a collector, as a matter of fact, I mean, the majority of tanks that Wargaming has given out has been collectors. This one is a little bit strange, considering the capabilities are alright, but it's like a little bit of a weird design of an ALECTO with a turret, though. And they gave it like a very solid nickname, like the Harry Hopkins. I don't know if that's like a reference to something or whatnot. You guys might have to let me know, because I'm unfamiliar with that term. So let's go ahead and get into our second battle and see how we can fare well. After about a frightful 2 minutes waiting in queue, we were actually able to manage to get into our second battle. Alright, so let's see what they got. It's another tier 6 battle at that. They have a Type 58, they have a ELCBIS, and a Krupp. Interesting. Alright. So, I want to kind of play a little cautious on this one, because you got some pretty deadly mediums at tier 6 at that. Even a Basoto. That is something I do not want to get kerblunkered by in the process. So, we're just going to kind of chill right behind this rock right here, just in case. Let's see, because maybe they got some tanks coming off towards the side, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, yep, there is the Type 58. Yep, and we did get spotted with that. All right. We got the Krupp off to the side as well. This Type might look like that he's going to make an aggressive poke, which he does, but unfortunately I do not have enough pen to cut through him at that. We also got the VK. We got the Krupp over there spotted. Not able to get that shell out. That's unfortunate. So, let's see. Alright, barely missed the Type 58 at that. So, that is something I do not want to necessarily deal with. So, what I'm hoping is either my TDs get some solid chunks into him, or I can deal with this Krupp right here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 236 brought out of his vehicle. So now that should give us the opportunity to finish him off. Oh, never mind. Oh, the Type is moseying on out, so that's really good. All right. Not able to get a shell into him at the moment, so let's kind of point ourselves up. There's 1. We got 2. And, oh, just barely missed the 3rd shell at that. But that's totally fine. We actually did manage to get some pretty solid chunkers into that Type 58 at that. So let's see if he's going to end up poking himself out again. Unless if I could just maybe... He is in the range of a 3-shot clip for me. So let's go ahead and mosey on through. Oh, never mind. Here he comes. Oh, okay. This Type is playing a little bit weird, but we are able to get 1. Okay, well, that's totally fine. We did manage to get the clear, so let's go ahead and reload the clip then. So, it's a good thing that we're playing a little bit passive at this one. So, now that we know that the majority of their enemies are over here. Alright, we got the Angry Connor moseying on through, so let's get 1. Yag, thank you for blocking me. That is very good upon your behalf. And you missed the shell. That was totally worth it. Alright, so we're going to have to wait for this Angry Connor to poke out again. There's 2. And we get 3. There we go. 179 brought out of his vehicle. That was used to make up for the stupid rat bag that blocked my shot. Alright, we also got the ELCBIS over to the side. Let's go ahead and miss the first one. Let's miss the second, but that is extremely unfortunate. So let's go ahead and make up for the 3rd one. There we go, 79 damage, but that's totally fine. Got the Angry Connor right off in front of us. That is totally alright. But we also got the VK over that's spotted off to the side. Let's get 1. Let's get 2 and do 97 damage off of him. Alright, this looks like it's going to be another solid victory at that, so... Let's go ahead and mosey on down the hill, or do we got the Basoto spot? Oh, not necessarily at the moment. So let's see, is this Angry Connor still spotted off in the open right around here? Because I do not want to get hit by that ELCBIS that's camping off in the back. So, let's see. Oh, there he is. Alright, so let's go ahead and mosey on forward just a little bit. We're not spotted by that deadly KV-1S towards the side. So, let's get one shell into him. There we go. Very nice clear into him. Alright, and we do get spotted by what? That is a very good question. So, let's go ahead and reload my clip real quick. Alright, there's the ELC. Alright. So, we got the Basoto that looks like that he's going to push on back. Or it looks like that he's going to back on up within the range that I'm currently sitting here at, but I do not want to get hit by a KV-1S today because that is a major threat, and it's a good thing at tier 6 a lot of people don't even know what AG mechanics do, so that's a little something that I can be okay with. But we got the Basoto spotted. Oh, he's able to be finished off at the moment. Now all that's left is the KV-1S. Alright, let's mosey on through to the ridge line right over here. Let's go ahead and get one. Unfortunately, I don't know how that bounced. Alright, but we still get 160 damage out of his vehicle. Alright, let's go ahead and reload once again. Maybe we can get a clear into this KV. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and get one. Let's get two. Oh, 189 damage. Okay, that's totally fine, but there's another 1,300 damage for you guys in that one. Really just goes to show that you do not want to play this tank very aggressively because it's got no armor. It's going to be penned no matter what. So all you got to do is just sit back and wait for your team to take a couple bits of hits for you and then go on in and dump those 3 shells in. Alright, let's go ahead and get into our third game then and see how we can do apart from the performance of this vehicle. I mean, it's been going pretty well, but let's make it 3 battles in a row to where we can do maybe another 1 grand-ish damage, something along those lines. But, alright, here we are, game number 3. It's another tier 6 battle. Man, Wargaming just loves screwing me with RNG for these higher tiers. Alright. Let's see, they have a Skoda, they have another A25, a Leopard, and a Wi-Fi Firefly. Interesting. Okay. Go ahead, bro. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing, bro? What the hell are you doing? Okay. I just love players that do that shit, bro. Like, why is that? Why would that be considered good sportsmanship right there? Like, what? Well, if anybody's watching this video, everybody please type in Reven1786 and get him banned, please. I would most dearly appreciate that. So, let's go ahead and mosey on through. Over towards this side. Let's see what we can spot. Let's see. Got anybody that's gonna poke on out maybe over here? If that is certainly not the case, I just want to continue moving forward then. Alright. Alright, looks like all their enemies are flanking directly behind us. That is completely rat. Alright, let's go ahead and mosey on through. Maybe we can spot a tank off in the back, maybe? Well, we do got that Y5 off in the back. I don't know if I'm able to spot him. Oh, I am, actually. Okay. Well, let's see. There he is. And he's staying put right there within my peripheral point of view. And there we go. 248 damage. That's not bad of a result right there. So, there's 2 nice taps into him. Let's see what else we can spot. We got the A25 off to the left. Let's go ahead and move on up just a little bit. Let's not play passive-aggressive right here because I have no armor, like I mentioned before. This is the same shape design as the ALECTO, so there's 1. Unfortunately, not able to get the second, but we do get the 3rd out. That is like another 1,400 damage at that. Alright, so looks like some of the enemies are going to continue to stay put right there at the time being. We got the object right there. Let's see if we can get a nice tap into his hatch. There we go. Nice clear into the object. Alright, let's go ahead and mosey on forward just a little bit. We got the Y5 right there. Let's see, we can spot him barely at that. Alright, let's see. What else do they got? I'm not really sure what to do here in this case scenario, but I do got to be careful. There's the AT8. There's a nice tap into him. He misses his shell. Let's guarantee. Oh my god, of course. Full dispersion. That's just wonderful. Well, this is going to be a loss, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and move towards the Harry Hopkins right here. Let's get 2, and let's go ahead and get the 3rd shell out while at that too. And I am basically dead at this point, which basically makes no difference whatsoever. So 3, 2, 1, and yep, that's totally fine. Well, that's 3 very solid games at that. It wasn't our fault that we lost this battle. It's just that our team couldn't hold to the very best of their ability. So, well, it doesn't make much of a difference for that. The A25 is still a fairly solid vehicle. It's really mostly effective when you're able to dump all 3 shells out at once and put up a very solid damage output. Yeah, this was not pretty. 735 damage at that. Well, I can't complain. That's just Wargaming screwing you with RNG, but that's alright. Hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's video on the other hand, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to turn on those bell notifications while at it so you don't miss out on any new videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.